What's going on, you guys? My name is Megan, and this is Past Romance, where I talk to you guys about all the romance books that I have been reading. And today is going to be a little different. I know the last video I posted was a book tag, but I'm really excited to do this one, so I could not wait. And it is New Year's Eve. I'm leaving work here shortly. I'm in the car, obviously. This is my favorite place to film a video, and I don't know why. But, basically, I'm going to do the top 5 songs 2020 book tag. I know it was started by Jenn on the Book Refuge, but I saw Bree over at In Love and Words. I saw hers, and I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. I have to do it. Here's the thing. I have, like, all of the music streaming apps. I listen to music, like, constantly. I cannot be alone with my thoughts. So I'm listening to a book, an audiobook, or a podcast anytime you see me. 9 times out of 10. Like, I have AirPod Pros. Like, I'm always listening to something. This might go off. And so I saw this tag, and I was like, I have to do this. I have to do it. And I had it all planned out. But in true Meghan fashion, I left my plans at home. So, we're going to do it off the top of my head. I'm going to do it on the fly. So, I use Spotify. I do have Spotify, but I don't listen to Spotify as much. Also have YouTube Music, so I have YouTube Premium. I had Google Play Music, but I think that's gone now, so I don't have that anymore. But my top 5 songs, if you know me in real life, number 1, no you don't. Number 2, it should not surprise a single soul that 4 of my top 5 songs are all by the same artist. And if you know me, again, no you don't, but if you know me, my favorite artist of all time is John Mayer. Has been for years, will continue to be for years. So I compiled my list based off my Apple Music Replay, because that's what I listen to music on more than Spotify. My favorite podcast is Last Podcast on the Left, followed very closely by This Past Weekend, but I watched This Past Weekend on YouTube, and Last Podcast on the Left is only on Spotify, and my brother has Spotify, like Premium, the family plan, so I'm on his family plan for that. So I do have Spotify Wrapped. John Mayer was my top artist on there also. So, before I ramble anymore, let's go ahead and jump into this with my number 5 song being Say No to This from Hamilton. Why is this my number 5 song? I will never know. I think it's because one day I was driving home in the summer to go see my parents, and I listened to it 10 times. But I don't know that for sure. So the book for Say No to This is going to be The Black Fox by Brianna Hale. Because this song is about cheating, and he says, Lord, show me how to say no to this. I don't know how to say no to this. And in The Black Fox, Zacharias, I think is how you say his name. It's a Zorro retelling. Zacharias is the Black Fox, or Zorro, and he gets married to this woman, and she has a daughter. So he ends up falling in love with his stepdaughter, but it's not cheating, but it is cheating. Like, it's cheating because he's married, but it's not cheating because he's not in any kind of real relationship with this woman other than in marriage. Does that logic transfer to anyone but me and Tamika? I don't know. But that is the thought. So, Black Fox, and Say No to This. That's number 5. My number 4 song is Never on the Day You Leave by John Mayer from his album The Search for Everything. Number 1. Please don't ever be surprised if we do a 2021 book tag based on your top 5 songs. John Mayer will probably still be there. I cannot tell you. I have on a Guns N' Roses t-shirt today. I listen to Guns N' Roses all the time, and John Mayer is still above them. Never on the Day You Leave is about a guy who is thinking about breaking up with his girlfriend because he's kind of scared, and he basically runs through this list of things he would miss if he didn't have her, and he's reminiscing on this relationship, and he's like, so, you know, don't do it. the book I picked for that one is The Dugout by Meghan Quinn. And I won't give too many spoilers, but Carson is a baseball player. Millie is a girl that he goes to school with, and she's helped all her brothers get into the majors. And this is like a whole big series. Everyone's connected. And Carson, something happens. I won't tell you what, but something happens and Carson leaves and just like up and vanishes on Millie for like a year. And he comes back and he's like, oh, I missed you and all this stuff. And it just, when I saw this song, was my number 4 and I saw this book tag going around, I was like, that is the book. That is the book that goes with the song. So my number 3 song is St. Patrick's Day by John Mayer. And the book that I picked to go with that one is The Christmas Pact by Keenland and Penelope Ward. So The Christmas Pact is about a girl. Her name is Riley Kennedy. And all of her emails keep going to this guy. They work at a book publishing company. And all her emails go to this guy named Kennedy Riley. Or vice versa. I think his name is Kennedy Riley and she's Riley Kennedy. It doesn't matter. Anyway, they're from the same little town. They meet. They're from the same town. They live in a city. They meet and he's like, listen, my brother's getting married Christmas weekend. I will go home with you and get your mom off your back and be your fake boyfriend if you will be my fake date to my brother's wedding. And she's like, cool, yes, let's do that. And in St. Patrick's Day, John Mayer says, no way November will see our goodbye. When it comes to December, we'll understand why no one wants to be alone at Christmas time. And her mom, Riley's mom, is just so concerned with the fact that she's not in a relationship, and she writes this like a Christmas newsletter every year to their family. And this year she didn't really put anything about Riley, but like all her siblings' accomplishments. And Riley wrote to like an advice column who emailed her back, but her email went to Kennedy Riley. So that's the gist of the story, and that's why, that's why St. Patrick's Day makes me think of the Christmas Pact and vice versa. My number 2 song is I'm on Fire by John Mayer. It's a cover of the Bruce Springsteen song, so if you've ever heard the Springsteen song, you know the lyrics. But the book that I picked to go along with that is My Dad's Best Friend. It is book number 3 in the Touch of Taboo series by Katee Robert. The song says, hey little girl, is your daddy home? Did he go on and leave you all alone? I've got a bad desire. Oh, I'm on fire. Like, you're the only one who can cool my desire. And basically this book follows Blake and Jonas. Blake is running her dad's, like, it's like an architecture firm or like a housing, like a building company. And Jonas was her dad's best friend. He actually did architecture for her dad, and that's how they became friends. And she's got these clients that are like, we want Jonas to do this, we want Jonas to do this. So she goes to Jonas's house. She's like, what's up? I need you to do this. And he's like, no, but it was storming. It was going to storm all weekend. She was not going to be able to get home. She didn't bring extra clothes. And he's like, there's no sense in you leaving. You're not going to find a room. Just stay here. I'll sleep on the couch. And it's daddy kink. But it's really good. And they almost hooked up like 6 years before at a Christmas party. And they've both had this like just white hot desire to be with the other person. And they get that opportunity. And it's just, the song and the book, I think they go together really well. And last but not least, my most listened to song of 2020. I still cannot believe it is this song. But it is Full to Love You by John Mayer. It is a bonus track from the Born and Raised album. And as no surprise to anyone but myself, I'm going to pick Beard Science by Penny Reid. The song says, it takes a fool to love you. It takes a fool to love you. It takes a fool to love you, but I'm just the fool for you. I really did it to myself, I guess. I saw you standing in that cocktail dress. And when Cletus starts helping Jennifer Sylvester, I've talked about this book so many times. I have got to find a new book to talk about like this. But when Cletus is helping Jennifer Sylvester, she changes the way she dresses. And when she goes out with his brother, Billy, on a fake date, she wears a dress that's got like a band of lace at the knee, not her usual like 50s housewife dress. And it, like, Cletus's heart basically like stops, and he's like, okay, no, this is mine. She is mine. And it is just fantastic. He calls himself a fool at some point because he talks about how he's suited for this other girl and how he's going to date this girl. And then he's like, no, forget everything I said. Like, it's Jennifer or bust at this point. And yeah, Fool to Love You and Beard Science, I think those two songs go together. Leave me any questions you have about those books down below. They're all going to be linked down below, as well as the YouTube video for the songs if you'd like to listen to them. If you have any questions, let me know. If you'd like to see one that does not include John Mayer songs, also let me know, because I can do that. It's going to be hard, but I can do that. And until next time, guys, just keep reading.